Welcome to Jay and Mary's Magic Bean Show, Chapter 8. This is a marijuana memory. This is the day that Jerry Garcia paints the cover art for Not for Kids Only. So Mary and I were hanging at the doghouse like we did so many times. I loved it there. It was filled with books and posters and videos and records and instruments. It was like a palace filled up with all this great stuff. We loved hanging out there. It was so much fun. So we were just hanging, and guess what? Guess who shows up? Jerry Garcia. So we were all downstairs in the recording studio. Jerry enters downstairs, saunters in, and we're just hanging for a while. And Pam Grisman comes from upstairs to downstairs and says, "Hey Jerry, do you have that cover art for Not for Kids Only?" And Jerry says, "Oh yeah, I have it in my briefcase." So he reaches into the briefcase and pulls out his sketchbook. It was Jerry Garcia's sketchbook, filled up with all kinds of different doodles and cartoons and this and that. Well, Jerry says, "I need 10 copies. David said, "Well, Jay and Mary can take care of that. They can go down to the copier store and get 10 copies. Well, before we left, I said, "Hey, David, do you think that Jay and Mary could get a copy? Maybe get 11 copies? He says, "Of course." So we take the sketchbook, get in the car, driving toward the copier store, and realize that if we were unscrupulous, we could have copied all those pictures and headed for Mexico. But we didn't. We kept the book closed. I didn't want to lose anything. I didn't want anything falling out or anything. We didn't look at any of the pictures. When we get to the copier store, the guy says, "Well, regular copies are 10 cents, but I could get you a laser copy." We said, "How much is that?" He says, $10. I went, "Whoa, okay, well, we'll take one laser copy and 11 regular copies." Get back in the car, race back to David's house. I didn't want to miss anything. We get back there, and Jerry immediately goes back to the briefcase and whips out a little paint set like a child would have. It had all the different colors. It opened up, got a little bit of water, and got his paint brushes, put the laser copy on top of the briefcase, and starts painting it right then and there. We're all sitting around, "Ooh, Jerry's painting," you know. Well, of course, we loved everything that Jerry did. So after a while, Jerry leaves. After he's gone, David said, "So did you get yourself a copy?" I said, "We certainly did." He goes, "Did you get Jerry to sign it?" And I went, "Well, no, I didn't." He goes, "Why not?" And I said, "Well, I didn't want to bother Jerry. I wanted Jerry to feel real comfortable, just like a regular guy." And so David said, "Well, just leave it here with me." So we did. A couple months later, when we went back to the doghouse, David goes into the bedroom and comes out and says, "Guess what? I have something for you." And I go, "Really? What is it?" And he goes, "It's the copy that you gave me." And Jerry signed it right down here in the corner. And then, of course, David in strong marking pen writes, "Better friends have no dog." What a souvenir this is. We will always treasure this souvenir. Anyway, I'd like to say a little something about the brand new download, high definition, not for kids only, acoustic disc. It's got a special cut on it with just David and Jerry, a duet, playing Teddy Bear's Picnic. You really got to have this. It's really magnificent. So, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you down the road. Peace.